Here we are again, being our beautiful selves, celebrating our beautiful lives in our divine minds, our divine bodies, and our divine spirits. So, I would like today to work on just basic hip openers, okay? So we're gonna start off with the right leg, and I would like it if you grab and cradle through the ankle and through the knee, and you lift it up and you rock around here into the hip. Allow yourself to breathe through your nose. Deep breath. And hold the space here. You may flex through the ankle and press that ankle in to the crease of your arm. You may wrap around the knee and interlace the hands and draw a little bit deeper, remembering to breathe up through the spine. Nice, deep, expansive breaths. And lift through the crown of your head, rooting down through your tailbone. And we release this. So why do we want to have open hips? Go on over to the left side. We hold our emotions in our hips. We hold easily fear and doubt in our hips that need a lot of working out, because fear causes one to contract. Allow yourself to roll on into it. And come on up. Repeating exactly what you did on the other side, or recognizing that both the right and the left side of the body are different. So it is not going to be exact. You are energy in motion, and you're going to move through that emotion that you store in your hips, maybe contracting fear. Or maybe you're so flexible that you need to contract a little bit to push into it, to create more synergy or connection with your emotion, so that you feel like a dancing butterfly or a radiant bird extending through the wings of the body, extending through the arms and through the legs with integrity. Imagine whatever you want and lengthen through. Allow yourself to feel into those hips. Now we're going to go right into the knee. We're going to tuck that foot to the side and we're going to press into it. Now this may not be for everybody, so right away, if you're getting a big alarm saying, no, don't do this, you can create different options for yourself by not fully pulling back and pressing into the knee. You can place something underneath your sit bones. However, if we don't stretch our knees out again, fear and doubt will contract us into a little ball until we crumble into the earth and we've pretty much collapsed there into our grave. We don't want that. We want nice, flexible knees. So we're rotating our knees in the other direction, okay? And we're gonna do that on the other side. It may feel a little hairy as you're coming out of it, but allow for the energy to move down through the knee and into the foot and out the toes, breathing in and out. Simple yet very satisfactory. And release that. Now we're going to come over onto our hands and onto our knees. We're going to talk about here, how do we move the energy up and down our spine so that it moves all the way through our fingertips and all the way through our toes as we are moving up and down our spine. First and foremost, activate your hands. Okay, so you don't just move your energy up and down your spine and just bottle it in there. You want it to move as a full current up and down your arms, up and down through your fingertips, as well as your toes. So curl your toes up and under, and open up your hands like claws. Feel the hands right underneath the shoulders, so you're super stable, like a table, okay? And then through your nose, take a deep breath. Inhale, drop your belly. Make for a big belly. Inhale, open. Exhale, round and tuck. Now, deeply draw in. Inhaling, looking up. Dropping belly, open the belly's expanding, and then exhale, rounding and tucking. Again, inhale, open, and exhale, round and tuck. Do this as many times as you would like. Cow and cat. Now think of yourself moving the energy in your hips, maybe dropping down and circling the torso in both directions, circling, dropping the belly down and lifting back up, dropping the belly down and lifting back up, reversing, dropping the belly down and the chest down, lifting back up. You're moving through your hips. You're allowing beautiful emotion. And round and tuck one more time when you finish that. And simply come back to table position. Look at your hands. Make sure they're active. Make sure they're moving the energy. And look at your right hip. And come back. And look at your left hip. Wag your tail. Just like a dog. Wag your tail. Wag your tail. And one more time. Wag your tail. And come back center. Now sitting back, curl your toes and lengthen into devotional. Stretch through your spine. Reach through those hands. And now walk over to the very maybe outer space of the right side of your mat, as far as you can reach to the tip of the mat, to the top of the mat, or as far as you can reach towards the other wall in your room. And you can take this right hand here and support stretching and rounding through your left side body. You could also take it to the hip, pressing into it. Whatever feels comfortable for you. And then we go over to the other side and we lengthen and stretch. Remember, where you place your hands has everything to do with how you're going to create the synergy and the energy between you, your mind, body, and spirit, and the energy that's around you. Pressing, lengthening, and pulling in both directions, and then come back center. Now we're going to do downward dog. Downward dog is absolutely an adventure. Every day, down dog is different. However, the approach to down dog can be very simple, and you can apply it daily with slight variations and get a lot out of it. So, to begin with, on your knees, you want to curl your toes up and step back. If you are level 1, this is what you're going to do, is you're going to step back onto the balls of your feet and bend your knees. And what you're going to try to do is take the creases out of your wrists by pressing back with your hands about shoulder width apart. The better you get at it, the more you can bring your hands in closer. But you want to make sure that the middle finger is basically pointed straight to the tip or top of your mat. And you tuck your lower abdominals in, bend through your knees, tuck or gently relax through the head, and push down so that your upper body gets into alignment, upper body alignment. Then And only then can you press and straighten through the back of your knees. And you hold the space right here. Make sure your lower abdominals are engaged. So your back is flat and supported. You're gonna want to engage your lower abdominals right here, right in this lower abdominal area, holding as if you're holding someone's hand where you're cupping a baby's butt. You want it to be firm, but you don't want to squeeze it. You don't want to death grip it, okay? You want to firmly engage those lower abdominals. And basically the length of your down dog is going to be the length of your plank, okay? And you can gently step into it from that position. And rest. And that is the downward dog. So today we talked about emotion, energy and motion. We talked about how we store our emotions a lot in our hips, which causes our lower backs to be stressed out, our knees to get tight, and our feet to pretty much disconnect. They get stuck because there's not a lot of energy moving through our feet when we hold it in our hips. So in yoga, we want to do a lot of hip opening, and we want to move that energy through the knees, and we want to move that energy through the feet. And a great way to do that is basic cradles, taking your knees, wrapping the feet to the side, and pressing into those knees. And simply doing this right here is a great knee stretch. And downward dog. Downward dog is a great stretch to do every single day, a stretch I will do for the rest of my life, and it will feel different each and every time I do it. But basically, I get the integrity of it, and I work at it. So I hope that you feel inspired to work at your down dog or to discover it. And if at any point you feel shy opening up your butt cheeks, go ahead and look at a cat or a dog doing downward dog. And when they put their little butts up in the air and they stretch out. Remember, life is too short to be shy. Too shy to do downward dog. Life is absolutely worth living. So do your poses, stretch out. To counterbalance, you can come down on your hips after a downward dog. Take your elbows down beneath you. You can take your hands to the mat and do a basic lengthening through. Or you can take your hands next to your chest and you can do a basic cobra stretch, opening up, relaxing, allowing the heart to shine. Thank you. Following that with devotional. And